Hi, I'm Sheilaa Hite, world-class astrologer, tarot master, medium, spellcaster, and all-around magical being. And I'm here today, to tell you about this week and the astrological aspects we'll all be dealing with. The first one, Venus will be leaving dramatic, passionate, dynamic Leo and entering into the cool, down-to-earth, practical sign of Virgo on Wednesday, July 21st. So that means it's a great time to assess all situations, a great time to not get caught up in the emerging emotions that Venus can get caught up in, especially when it's involved with a fire sign like Leo. Virgo is an earth sign. Virgo is about analysis. Virgo is about dealing with the details. So the details that you'll be dealing with when you deal with Venus in the sign of Virgo will be, is this of value to me? Is this of value at all? Is this something I should be dealing with? And if it is something I should be dealing with, how do I deal with it most effectively? Because earth signs, and especially Virgo, are interested in what the profit is, whatever the profit is, whether it's financial or emotional or personal, and what to do with that profit, how to invest that energy. So Venus in Virgo is going to want to know if I'm going to put my value, because Venus is self-value. If I'm going to put my value up here, what am I putting my value on? Where am I putting my value? And how do I use that value? The next thing that we have to look at is on Thursday, the 22nd, the glorious, dynamic, fiery sun leaves gentle, nurturing Cancer and enters into its own sign, Leo. And that is when the party begins. And I'm serious. A great time to have a party is when the moon is in Leo or when the sun is in Leo. So for 30 days, we're going to deal with a party sun. This is a time for expressing your creativity. It's a time for expressing your love. It's a time for expressing your desire for more and to be more. Because Leo is big. Leo is the sun, and it's big. So Leo will be there, and it'll be embracing its own planet, the sun, and the sun will be embracing its own sign, Leo. So this is a great time to express yourself. Wear red. Definitely have a great time. Go to parties. Be careful not to invest too heavily in any of what you're doing at this time, because it's really more about joy. It's more about joy and the pleasure of being alive. When you invest too heavily, when you say, oh, this is exactly where I want to be always, you're going to eventually run out of steam because you've got 30 days. Now, it doesn't mean you can't have fun and a great time and go to parties after the sun leaves Leo, but it is the best time to have that kind of fun. The next thing that will happen is the following day, Friday, July 23rd, we will have the dramatic event, the full moon, in the dramatic, unique, quirky sign of Aquarius, opposing, that's that full moon, opposing the very dramatic, demonstrative sun in Leo. Full moons are really interesting because they are filled with volatility. And that's what they're about, being full and coming to a place of dramatic statement. Well, there's nothing more dramatic than Aquarius and Leo interacting with each other. And that's what we have coming up on Friday. So what you want to do is you want to breathe, definitely breathe deeply. You want to always check in and make sure that you're grounded. You want to stay centered, because one of the things that's really going to come up is a lot of emotion and a lot of thought. And sometimes your thought is led by your emotions. So you want to make sure that whatever you put out there you have researched and you know what you're talking about, and make sure that you know that if you're thinking about something and you're getting all hot under the collar, you probably need to let go of it, at least for the time being, because a full moon loves a high and an intense temper, because a full moon just loves to spout off. What you need to do is not be a part of the universe's or another person's spouting off. You need to always ask yourself during this upcoming full moon, is this good for me to be doing? Is this a great way of expressing myself? If you do, you will avoid having to clean up a mess and apologize. A great way to use this full moon in Aquarius with this very dramatic Leo sun, a great way to use them is to be creative, because Aquarius is unique, it's inventive, it's quirky, it's filled with divine insight. So that full moon is giving you an opportunity to express out in the world all of the great and marvelous download of ingenuity that's coming to you at that time. And then that Leo sun opposing that moon is great for putting it out into the world, for expressing it dynamically, for also attracting like-minded people to come along and help you develop this marvelous insight that's come to you. So upon that note, I am going to say, have a great week. Please make your moon water. As I said before, the full moon is Friday, and if you set your glass or your vessel of water in the windowsill to get the moon's rays, or outside, fabulous. Do that around Wednesday, and drink the water around, I'd say Monday, and you'll be perfect. You'll be fine. Why will you be perfect and fine? Because you will be in sync with the energy of the world and in sync with the energy of the sun and the moon. Always remember to cover the vessel, whether it's in your house or outside, so that critters don't get in, because critters love crawling into the water. So on that note, I say good night and have a great, dynamic, analyzing, down-to-earth, calm, heartfelt week. Bye.